Tesla owns almost 79% of the electric car market in the US, according to registration data, but that needs to change, as per Tesla's own mission. During the first half of 2020, registration data showed that Tesla owned nearly 80% of the US electric car market. This was especially impressive considering 2020 was the first year Tesla buyers didn't have access to federal tax credit for electric vehicles, making other electric cars more competitive. The incredible market share was expected to slip as more EVs hit the market, but now we learned that Tesla was able to maintain the lead throughout 2020. New registration data shows that Tesla had 79% of the market for the whole year. Electric vehicle sales in the US were up 11% in 2020, which doesn't sound like much, but it is actually a good result, considering the overall automotive market was down due to the global pandemic. However, electric vehicles still accounted for only 1.8% of the US automotive market, up from 1.4% in 2019. These are some impressive results from Tesla and show that the company's strategy to invest in high-volume electric vehicle programs is paying off. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has called 200 miles the minimum threshold for broad public adoption of electric cars. Offer that kind of range at a price that's affordable to the average consumer, and the potential market for electrics suddenly looks a whole lot bigger. Get there first and that new market could be all yours. But Tesla's mission is to accelerate the advent of renewable energy and electric transportation, and the company was always aware that it can't do it alone. The goal was to push the industry to accelerate its transition to battery electric vehicles. I think it's working in terms of investments in electrification, but in the US, we are still not seeing the results. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has called 200 miles the minimum threshold for broad public adoption of electric cars. Offer that kind of range at a price that's affordable to the average consumer, and the potential market for electrics suddenly looks a whole lot bigger. The electric car business has taken the form of an old-fashioned race for a prize, a race in very soft sand. There's no Moore's law for batteries, which are chemical, not digital. Cell development is all slow, arduous trial and error. When your goal is to drive energy efficiency up while driving costs down on a mass industrial scale, there aren't many shortcuts or late-night inspirations to be had. But now it looks pretty clear who the winner will be. And it ain't Tesla. Although it has become the world's most valuable automaker, Tesla still has to figure out how to become consistently profitable, reduce quality problems in its luxury cars, and more quickly turn alluring prototypes into mass-produced vehicles. One area where it hasn't had much to fret about: competition. Over the last year or so, several automakers, including Audi, Jaguar and Porsche, have added heralded new models intended to cut into Tesla's electric dominance. But they have barely made a dent, at least in the United States. Sales of the Jaguar I-Pace, an electric sport utility vehicle similar to the Tesla Model Y, have totaled just over 1,000 this year. Porsche has reported similar sales for its electric sedan, the Taycan. Audi, which has grown steadily in the United States over the last decade, introduced an electric SUV, the e-tron, last year, and sales have sputtered. So far this year, Audi has sold just under 2,900. In many states, the car is advertised at prices 13% or more below its list price, unusual for an Audi. Obviously, from the numbers we're seeing, these cars aren't setting the world on fire, said Karl Brauer, an independent auto analyst. It was a mistake to think that just because these cars were on the market that people were going to buy them.